Art making is my way of bringing soul back into my life. Soul is the place where the messiness of life is tolerated, where feelings animate the narration of life, where story exists. Soul is the place where I am replenished and can experience both gardens and graveyards. Art is my way of knowing who I am. That quote is from the book Art is a Way of Knowing by Pat Allen. And I believe that quote encompasses much of what art is capable of. Both physically and psychologically, art can enhance healing by allowing the creator to focus on positive life experience. It can enhance their self-worth. It can help them maintain a social identity that resists being defined by a diagnosis. It can help them express feelings in a symbolic manner. Why do I use art therapy? Well, if you think of it, it's art therapy is about images. We think in images. We could identify pictures before we could learn to talk. When you use art, your defenses are down because talking is our primary way of communicating. Where when you use art, you kind of have this, your defenses are down. Art helps people make sense of a world around them. Because when you use art, you can portray multiple relationships at once. You can depict multiple stories at once. Reality is simultaneous, and art allows us to figure out how our stories relate to one another and how we truly feel about how those stories interact with one another. Art making is permanent and not subject to distortions of memory. Because fear distorts our vision of the world, getting the image into artwork and witnessing it can be the process of undoing those distortions. The artist can then give the idea the attention it needs and honor the image, therefore beginning the process of reclaiming whatever it represents. Back to that quote from the beginning, from Pat Allen, soul is the place where I am replenished and can experience both gardens and graveyards. Art is my way of knowing who I am. And before I close, I just wanted to give a couple examples of artwork. Now, this is my artwork. I didn't want to bring client artwork into this presentation. However, it kind of reflects the vastness of what we kind of do here. It can be as simple as this is a crinkled up piece of paper of using watercolors, but in talking about just being fluid and experiences those crinkles and messiness of life. That's what it could be. Another example is we took a stamp, and that's what that spider is, and we gave it a home. Where would that animal, that creature live? Where would it feel safe, comfortable? I do a lot of work with self-esteem. So we did a background painting, and then we thought of different words that represented our sunshine, what helped them, what good qualities these kids have. Use lots of different media. Sometimes we do puppets. So what does your monster look like? I don't know. This was just an example. Any art I try to use a vast amount of art materials, but I pick the material depending on the goals of what I want to get done. That's just a couple of examples. It's kind of, there's so much more that I wish I could do in but there's only so much time. So thank you for your time.